Have you ever stopped to consider how secure your data really is? Could it fall into the wrong hands? Let's dive into the realm of data theft, a term you might have heard but perhaps don't fully understand. Data theft, in the simplest of terms, is the act of stealing information stored in digital form. This might be data stored on your computer, your smartphone, or even in the seemingly impenetrable cloud. The types of data that fall prey to such thefts are manifold. Personal information such as your name, address, or social security number can be siphoned off. Financial details like your bank account or credit card numbers are prime targets. Even proprietary business information isn't safe from prying eyes. The reality is that in our interconnected world, where data flows as freely as water, data theft is a constant threat, and no one is exempt. Data theft is a reality in today's digital age, and everyone is at risk. Now, you might be wondering, how does data theft even occur? Well, let's dive right in. Cybercriminals use a variety of methods to steal data, and while they can get quite technical, we'll break them down in a way that's easy to grasp. First off, we have phishing. Imagine you're fishing, and you cast your line into the water hoping to catch a fish. Cybercriminals do something similar, but instead of fish, they're after your sensitive information. They send out bait, often in the form of an email or a text message that seems legitimate. It might look like it's from your bank, a friend, or a reputable company, asking you to click on a link or download an attachment. Once you take the bait, they've got you. Your personal data is reeled in, and you've been phished. Then there's malware. This is like a pesky bug that infiltrates your computer without you even knowing. It can come from a dodgy download, a malicious email attachment, or even a compromised website. Once it's on your system, it can start gathering your data, like a sneaky little spy. It may log your keystrokes, access your files, or take control of your system. And before you know it, your data has been stolen. Finally, we have hacking. This is when cybercriminals directly break into a system, much like a burglar breaking into a house. They might exploit a weakness in the system's security, or use sophisticated techniques to bypass the defenses. But once they're in, they have access to all the data stored within. It's like they found the keys to the kingdom, and they can take whatever they want. Each of these methods has one thing in common. They rely on deception and trickery to steal your data. They play on your trust, your curiosity, or your fear to make you reveal your information or to gain access to your systems. Understanding these methods is the first step in protecting yourself and your data. Data theft can seem like a distant threat until it hits close to home. It's a menace that's been growing in the shadows of our digital age, and its impacts are far from trivial. Let's delve into the potential consequences of data theft, which can befall both individuals and businesses. When individuals fall victim to data theft, it's not just about losing valuable or sentimental data. Their personal information could be sold on the dark web, leading to identity theft. Imagine waking up one morning to find out that someone halfway across the globe has maxed out your credit card, or even worse, committed a crime under your name. It's a distressing situation that can take years to rectify. Now, if we shift our focus to businesses, the consequences of data theft can be even more severe. The financial implications are staggering. It's not just about the direct monetary loss from the theft, but also the subsequent costs of investigation, remediation, and potential lawsuits. In fact, the average cost of a data breach globally is nearly $4 million. But the damage doesn't stop at financial loss. A company's reputation, painstakingly built over years, can be tarnished overnight. Customers lose trust in the company's ability to protect their data, and that trust is incredibly hard to rebuild. Employees may also feel violated and demotivated, impacting overall productivity. To put things into perspective, let's consider a couple of real-life examples. There was a major tech company that suffered a massive data breach, resulting in the theft of personal data of millions of its customers. The company had to pay hefty fines and lost a significant number of customers. In another instance, a healthcare provider's patient records were compromised, leading to a loss of trust and numerous lawsuits. These stories serve as stark reminders that data theft is not just a threat lurking in cyberspace. It's a reality that can strike at any time, and the consequences can be far-reaching and long-lasting. The impact of data theft can be devastating, and it's not something to be taken lightly. So it's crucial that we arm ourselves with knowledge and take proactive steps to safeguard our valuable data. There are many misconceptions that can lull us into a false sense of security when it comes to data theft. One of the most common myths is the belief that data theft only happens to big companies. This is simply not true. While large corporations may be high-profile targets for cybercriminals, small businesses and individuals are not immune. In fact, they can be easier targets as they often lack the sophisticated security measures employed by larger entities. Another common misconception is the notion that my data isn't valuable enough to be stolen. This couldn't be further from the truth. To a cybercriminal, all data has value. Your personal information, such as your name, address, and social security number, can be sold on the dark web for a pretty penny. Even seemingly innocuous information like your email address or shopping preferences can be used in phishing scams or targeted marketing campaigns. Many people also believe that data theft is only a digital problem. They think that as long as they have a strong password and don't click on suspicious links, they're safe. But data theft can also occur offline. A discarded utility bill or a stolen wallet can provide a treasure trove of information for identity thieves. Then there's the myth that if my data is stolen, I would know about it. In reality, data theft often goes undetected. Cybercriminals can lurk in your systems for months, even years, before they strike. And by the time you realize something's amiss, it could be too late. Lastly, some people think that once their data is stolen, there's nothing they can do about it. However, there are steps you can take to mitigate the damage, such as contacting your bank, reporting the theft to the authorities, and monitoring your credit report for suspicious activity. So, let's dispel these myths and get the facts straight. Data theft can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. It's not just a big business problem or a digital dilemma, it's a pervasive, real-world issue that affects us all. Awareness and vigilance are our best defense against data theft. Don't let these common myths lull you into complacency. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay safe. So how can you protect yourself and your data from these threats? Let's dive right into it. The first step in protecting your data is fortifying your first line of defense, your passwords. Make sure each of your passwords is long, complex, and unique. A combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols can make your password harder to crack. And remember, using the same password for multiple accounts is like using a single key to lock every door in your house. If one door is breached, they all are. Now let's talk about two-factor authentication, often shortened to 2FA. This is like a double lock on your data. Even if someone manages to crack your password, they'd still need the second factor, usually a code sent to your phone or email to gain access. Many services offer 2FA, so take advantage of it wherever you can. Next up, regular software updates. I know, they can be annoying, popping up just when you're in the middle of something. But these updates often contain important security enhancements that protect against newly discovered threats. So next time you see that update notification, think of it as a friendly reminder that your software provider has got your back. Now, just as you wouldn't leave your front door unlocked, don't leave your devices unattended in public places. This includes your laptop, phone, tablet, and even your smartwatch. Physical theft can lead to data theft, so always keep your devices within sight. Lastly, be wary of phishing attempts. These are deceptive tactics used by data thieves to trick you into giving up your information. Always double-check the source of emails and text messages, especially if they're asking for personal information. While there's no foolproof way to prevent data theft, taking these steps can greatly reduce your risk. Remember, the key to data protection is vigilance and routine. Stay safe out there, folks. In today's digital age, the threat of data theft looms large. We've navigated this complex landscape together, shedding light on the mechanics of data theft, the repercussions it can have, and the common misconceptions surrounding it. It's clear that data theft is not a phantom menace, but a very real and present danger that can have far-reaching impacts. We've also explored some practical ways to protect yourself. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Taking proactive measures such as using strong, unique passwords, enabling multi-factor authentication, and being mindful of the information you share online can go a long way in securing your data. Understanding data theft is not about fostering fear, but empowering yourself to navigate the digital world with confidence. It's about equipping yourself with the tools and knowledge to not just survive, but thrive in the face of potential threats. Remember, when it comes to data theft, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay safe.